Hey there, Dr. Anthony Deutsch here, representing a better way, corrective chiropractic, fitness, and all around helping you live an awesome life in a body that you love and works for you in a great way. Look, I'm wondering if you're one of those people who's wondering, is what's happening to you, is it normal? And is there a better way? And I'm talking about a variety of different health conditions when I'm talking about this. But for today, I want to focus on heart. Now, the reality is, in countries like Croatia, heart disease is one of the #1 killers. Now, this is something really interesting. In 2017, the Journal of the Annals of Thoracic Surgery, what they noted was people who, after heart surgery, whether it was stents or valve replacements or even total heart replacements, if they were getting chiropractic adjustments shortly after surgery, their outcomes were better. So in other words, they recovered faster. They needed less medication. So they regained their health faster than people who weren't getting adjusted. Now, that made me think this: why wait until you have heart disease and you need the operation? If there's something that can make you recover more quickly from a heart operation, wouldn't that same process work to keep your heart healthy? Now, I know that might sound like a little bit of a stretch, but here's how it works. See, everybody thinks about chiropractic especially as just the bones of your spine. Now, the fact is, there are bones in your spine. There's 24 of them, but that's not the big deal. The big deal is there's a certain anatomical arrangement for the spine. It has to be lined up in a certain way, and all 24 of those vertebrae that move, they have to move just the right amount. If some of them are stuck or some of them are moving too much, and if they're not in the right position, that has a negative effect on your nervous system, the whole nervous system, through the spinal cord. The spinal cord lives right in the middle of the spine. So the fact is, if the spine is unhealthy, especially the neck, like what you can see on these pictures behind me here, that picture over there, the picture of the neck from the side, that's a picture of an x-ray of a woman that came to my office yesterday who's been suffering from heart arrhythmias, high blood pressure, vertiglovitis, and migraines for decades. You hear that? Decades. She's taking 3 different medications for pain. She's taking a medication for cholesterol. She's taking a medication to thin her blood, and she's taking medication for blood pressure. She's taking all these different medications, and she keeps getting worse year after year. Why? Because they weren't looking at the reason. See, that neck is supposed to have a nice curve, and it's completely straight. The discs are supposed to be nice and healthy and thick. She's got 3 discs that are starting to collapse, and they're putting pressure on the nerves that go to her heart, her lungs, and to her arms. She's been having tingling and turnsy in her hands for years, since she was a little girl. Now, there is a better way. Those drugs, they're masking a symptom. They're masking a problem. They're eliminating a symptom, but not going after the cause. The cause would be correct that neck curve. The cause would be, if you look at the picture of her from the spine from the front, there's a massive curve up right where the nerves branch off to go to her heart and lungs. That's going to affect blood pressure. It's going to affect circulation. And the neck from the side also, it's going to affect the spinal cord, therefore the nervous system, but also the blood vessels that take blood from the aorta up the neck to the brain. So of course, if that is changed, which usually happens, you lose that curve, those blood vessels get narrower, circulation gets reduced, and the body, because it's so smart, it says, hey, circulation's reduced. I better make my heart work harder to get blood to the brain. What does medicine do? They say, oh, your blood pressure is high. We have to lower it to a certain number. The blood pressure wants to be high, so your brain stays alert. But no, they lower it with a toxic chemical that's going to lower the blood pressure. That's one of the reasons why she's dizzy. It's a toxic chemical that's going to affect her liver. And it's a whole spiral from there. There is a better way. And like I said, if in 2017 they showed that people who go for chiropractic adjustments after heart surgery, you have better outcomes, why wouldn't somebody who doesn't need surgery yet get a healthier heart by fixing their spines? Just asking. Hey, if you're curious, you'd like to know more, you can, by all means, give me a call, 01-550-9544. We can arrange a consultation to see what's going on with you, and I can show you in black and white that there is a better way to deal with your health. I'm here for you. I want to make sure that you have the best life you can have in a body that works for you rather than against you. Dr. Anthony Deutscher for a better way. Thanks for listening.